Meteorologist Daniel Phillips is back in the Storm Team 3 Weather Lab, and he's got all the latest on what's going to happen. Track, you said, hasn't changed a whole lot since last night.
No, and the 4 o'clock that comes in, that would have been the track change. We didn't see a track change, really. We didn't see a change in the intensity forecast either. So the talking points haven't really changed since yesterday, but we will go through all of them again and reiterate. A lot of that, it does look like Barry is starting to strengthen now, which we did anticipate. This is not a surprise strengthening, but it is starting that process, and that's built into the forecast as well. So this is what we're looking at. We'll run through the new forecast details. We've got winds at about 50 miles an hour, gusts right now up to around 65. It is crawling west-northwestwards at about 5 miles an hour. It is a pretty slow-moving storm, and it will be slow moving all the way through the evening tonight and tomorrow. We're going to deal with this for quite a while. Let's take it up here to landfall, which is expected out over at the St. Mary Assumption Parish border sometime early tomorrow morning, close to midnight. Between midnight and sunrise is when that will make landfall. So you will see conditions deteriorate down along the coastline through the night. You're getting some showers up through the New Orleans area right now. It will take us a little longer to tap into some of those rain bands because everything is built on the southern edge of this storm. But our conditions will deteriorate in central Acadiana as we go through the day tomorrow. Expect tropical storm force winds through tomorrow morning. They will last on into the afternoon. Heavy rainfall expected with this system. In fact, that's going to be the biggest issue that we have to deal with, is going to be inland flooding. There is going to be the threat for storm surge. There is going to be a wind threat as well, and we will get into that here at the top of the hour. We will spend this forecast talking about the heavy rain because that really is going to be the big issue with this storm. Should make landfall close to a Category 1 hurricane, winds at about 70 miles an hour. Category 1 is right around 75. It may briefly hit hurricane status in between this afternoon and early tomorrow morning as it approaches land. So if you are in St. Mary Parish by sunrise tomorrow, you need to be anticipating hurricane conditions. There is a hurricane warning in effect for Vermilion Parish through Iberia, St. Mary on into Assumption, Terrebonne, Plaquemines as well. From New Orleans Metro, Baton Rouge Metro, Lafayette Metro, all under a tropical storm warning, which will also exist along the I-49 corridor up through into Alexandria. Again, we will see tropical storm force winds. We may have winds sustained up to about 60 miles an hour through the day tomorrow here in Lafayette and eastern parts of Acadiana. This is what I really wanted to talk about. This is the European model. This is what it is projecting for rain totals. Try not to focus too hard on the numbers. Let them kind of be a guideline to see how high it can get. Again, hot spots of about 25 inches or so. No guarantee that it happens right over at Baton Rouge. It could be really anywhere within this region. Pay attention to the colors and the area, and you can see there's a big swath of that 15 to 20 inch rainfall, 25 inch hot spots. That's going to be on the eastern side of the center. If that center drifts westwards a little bit, that is going to drag all of that moisture westwards into Acadiana. And I think as a whole, Acadiana, especially eastern Acadiana, needs to be prepared for a 6 to 12 inch rainfall. Does seem to ease up a little bit further around over towards the western portions of Acadiana look a little bit better. But again, that 6 to 12 inch rain is where we need to be concerned about. That will lead to flooding. I think through St. Mary Parish, Lower St. Martin, and Iberia Parish, they are on the hook for that 15 to 20 inch rainfall. On the flip side, if it drifts eastwards a little bit, that could push all that rainfall further out over towards New Orleans, and we would be a little bit drier. Those are the things to watch as we go through the day today and into tomorrow. We will know where this is setting up by the time it starts to arrive tomorrow, so we'll be prepared for it. And then if it starts to happen tomorrow, we will obviously let you know and say, hey, this is where we're starting to see the worst of it. What does a 15 to 25 inch rainfall mean? This was put down by NOAA just a little while ago. That will put homes and businesses underwater. That could prompt evacuations and water rescues as well. Roadways could be hard to travel. The roads will go underwater. You may even see a little bit of erosion on the roads as well, and then they could collapse, which will make even worse. So 15 to 25 inches of rainfall is nothing to shake a finger at. 6 to 12 inches of rainfall is a lot of water as well. Take the flooding threat seriously. That's going to be the biggest impact that we have from Tropical Storm Barry. We'll talk winds, we'll talk storm surge coming up here at the top of the hour. And before that, in about 7 minutes, we'll have a look at your daily forecast.